North Korea's rocket set to launch this December is expected to again have a trajectory that will bring it close to land in the Philippines. According to the website North Korea Tech, a memorandum from the North Korean Embassy in London indicates a path similar to the failed rocket launch last April. The memo notes the rocket will launch between 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Philippine time on a date between December 10 to 22. The first stage of the rocket will drop in waters southwest of South Korea. The second stage expected to drop in an area 190 kilometers east of the Cagayan Valley region in the Philippines. Republicans lay out a plan for closing the huge U.S. deficit, raising half the income proposed by President Barack Obama. It also opposes a tax rate increase for the rich. Calling Obama's plan, quote, neither balanced nor realistic, Republicans propose $1.2 trillion in government spending cuts over the next 10 years. The spending cuts will affect benefits in the huge Medicare health insurance program for seniors. Their reply left the two sides far apart in negotiations for weeks before the onset of what's been called the fiscal cliff, a sharp cut in budgets by January. The White House quickly blasts the new plan, saying, quote, it provides no details on which deductions they would eliminate, which loopholes they will close, or which Medicare savings they would achieve. It says Obama is, quote, not willing to compromise on the principles of fairness and balance. Well, let's now look at Rappler's Wrap for today, a list of the 10 most important events around the world you shouldn't miss. At number 5, Prince William and the Duchess of Cambridge, Kate Middleton, are expecting a baby. A spokesman says the Duchess is admitted to King Edward VII Hospital in London after acute morning sickness. She's expected to be confined for several days. The BBC reports the baby will be third in line and in direct succession to the throne. The royal couple was married at Westminster Abbey in April 2011. On Twitter, Prime Minister David Cameron says he is, quote, delighted by the news, adding that they will make wonderful parents. At number 6, U.S. President Barack Obama warned Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, quote, the world is watching. The use of chemical weapons is and would be totally unacceptable.
And if you make the tragic mistake of using these weapons, there will be consequences and you will be held accountable.
The statement was an apparent reaction to information that Syrian forces are preparing to use chemical weapons. But a Syrian Foreign Ministry spokesman says it would, quote, never under any circumstances use chemical weapons against its own people if such weapons exist. And at number 9, even Facebook wants a vote. After severe criticism from privacy activists, the social network says it's asking its 1 billion members to vote on its privacy policies. Referendum results will be binding only if 30% of its members, equivalent to 300 million, respond. Among the proposed changes, the sharing of information with Instagram, Facebook's newly acquired photo-sharing service. Privacy activists say the changes will make it easier for advertisers to send messages via Facebook, limiting control by users. This privacy issue highlights Facebook's dilemma over how to monetize data from its users by sharing information without compromising privacy. For the full top 10, visit Rappler.com's The Wrap. Mars rover Curiosity may have stumbled on evidence that there was once life on the red planet. Curiosity sends back its analysis of Martian soil samples and detects simple organic compounds. Water, sulfur, and other chlorine-containing substances showed up in the samples. But NASA's researchers caution the traces of carbon could have come from meteorites or particles picked up prior to the launch from Earth. They hope to find evidence of organic compounds as Curiosity makes its way across the barren, wind-blown sands of Rocknest towards a slope of mountain called Mount Sharp. Each story on Rappler has its own mood meter, which gives you 8 emotions to choose from. Click on how you feel, and your vote will come down to the middle of the front page in the Mood Navigator, which crowdsources the mood of the day. It also gives you the top 10 stories which have gotten the most votes on the mood meter. If you take a look today's stories dominated by the RH bill, the vote on the RH bill, and the typhoon. Pablo, 40,000 in evacuation centers, 48% afraid, 30% sad. Live typhoon blog, 59% afraid. And in photos, 68% sad, 20% afraid, 6% inspired. On the other end of the spectrum, the RH bill, the vote on the RH bill now, Aquino tells House 98% happy. The same with Aquino wants vote on RH bill, 98% happy, all contributing to the mood of the day. Today, most people are happy. Well, that's Rappler's Newscast for today, Tuesday, December 4th, 2012. Visit Rappler.com and watch our newscast Monday to Friday. Tell us how you feel on our mood meter and help us crowdsource the mood of the day. I'm Maria Ressa. As we say at Rappler, tomorrow begins today. We leave you with images of Typhoon Pablo.